Hey guys, not sure if this is necessary, but I thought it might be a good idea to do some video answer keys. So I'll post 3 different videos if you need help with any of these different sections, but I will also just post the blank PDF, not blank, but the completed PDF so that you can look at it like that as well. All right, so first things first, our first section, 3A52. This is all about rearranging. And so what's really important is that we recognize that the first 3 we must rearrange into slope intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus b. That's a bad b. Okay? So when we look at number 1, what do we notice? Here's our y. It's not alone. All right, I must get y alone. So that means I must add these 4x's to the other side because that will undo the negative 4x's. It will also get y all alone. So y equals, and then it doesn't really matter in this case because they're both positive. I would tend to put the 4x first because x comes first in our slope-intercept form, okay? And so now I would be done with that problem. Super easy. All right. Number 2, a little more challenging. Once again, when we take a look at this, y is not alone. Not only is there an x, but there's also a 3 with the y. So we got to remember the order to do this in, okay? First, we undo in the reverse order of PEMDAS. So normally we would add or subtract last, but in this case, we're actually going to add or subtract first. We're going to undo that. So I'm going to take away x from both sides because that will cancel out my x's. Now I have 3y equals 18 minus x. All right. Well, I'm not done. Y is still not alone. There's that 3 to deal with. So I'm going to divide by 3 and divide by 3. Well, that's great because now I get y equals, anyone remember what we do here? I hope you said it. We're actually going to use that heart method. I'm going to kind of think about these as 2 separate things. All right, so I'm going to go back to red. I'm going to do y is equal to 18 over 3. But then I'm going to do minus, and what this really is, it's 1x. So it's 1x over 3. So now the last thing I would do to finish up this problem is simplify anything I can. Y equals 18 over 3 is 6. We would write this as 1/3 x. Okay? If you have x over 3, it's the same thing as 1/3 x. And I guess I lied a little bit. I'm not quite done. The very last thing I would do actually is I would rearrange this. I would put the x term first. So like that. Okay? And so that should be our final answer. Now in number 3, a little bit more of the same. First things first, move over the 2x. Okay, gotta cancel. So I get 4y equals 12 minus 2x. Then I'm going to divide everything by 4, which cancels the 4. So now I get y equals 12 over 4 minus 2x over 4. Well, I'm almost done. Once again, simplify. So what is that? 3 minus 1/2 x. But once again, I would like to put it into slope-intercept form so that x piece should come before. And there are my 3 answers for rearranging into slope-intercept form, okay? Now, rearranging into standard form means I need to make it look like ax plus by equals c, and I'm not allowed to have fractions, okay? So I notice y equals 1/4 x minus 3. X is on the wrong side. I move it over. Easy enough, right? except now I have negative 1/4 x plus y equals negative 3. I'm not done yet because of the no fraction business, okay? No fractions means that I must get rid of this 1/4. And to do that, we multiply the entire side by the denominator of 4. Please remember, if you do something to one side, though, of an equation, you have to do it to the other. So, well, 4 times negative 1/4 is just negative 1x. 4 times y is 4y. And that equals negative 12. And now I'm done. Okay. Let's try the next one. All right. We're not in standard form. There's a bunch of stuff going on here, actually. First things first, we got to move. We have to clear this parentheses out, okay? So I'm going to need to distribute. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to say y equals 3. Well, negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. All right? So when I combine some like terms, I get negative 2x, and that should be positive 3, negative 8 is negative 5. Okay? So now we're in slope-intercept form, but we're not done yet. We want to be in standard form, so hopefully you guys already recognize I must move my x's to the other side. All right? 2x plus y, sorry, I should have crossed that out, equals negative 5. And that is our final answer. Okay? All right, we're getting there. Let's try this last one. Oh, another one that's in point slope form. So again, got to clear out the parentheses. So 1/2 x, and that's minus 4 plus 3. When we combine our like terms, we get y equals 1/2 x minus 1. Now we can move over the x's. So I'm going to subtract half of an x from both sides. Negative 1/2 x plus y equals negative 1. And I hope you guys remember, what's the hint here? I can't have fractions, so I must clear out the fraction by multiplying both sides by the denominator of my fraction. So in this case, it's going to be 2 and 2. Okay? Well, when we distribute, we get negative 1x, or really just negative x, plus 2y equals negative 2. And that is our final answer for that one. Okay?